know.
I can bring this out. As far as the subject we were speaking on, 2 Corinthians 2:11, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan of his devices."
That's right. We know everything that he's about to do. But we don't know everything, but what he does give us, we're diligent and we are circumspect in sin. We taking our own mental notes.
That's how they get the advantage over the Americans, because it looks like something's better. They try to make it convenient for you, really.
And not being ignorant of his device. When he passed them stupid ass laws, they're like, oh, it's to save for America. We're not ignorant of that device. We know that it's basically stripping away your American rights and your so-called freedom that you thought you had, you know.
They pass laws to prove you ain't got freedom, and still you think you free, man.
Because you go to the game and you seen the Star Spangled Banner, and now you think you got freedom.
Put the freedom juice back in. It's 2 Esdras 15 and 16. It says, "For there should be seditions among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
That's right. They ain't gonna care what any authority figure has to say. What law did he bring down? Whatever they want to try to bring at you, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna matter, because they're gonna be tired, they're gonna be fed up. And it says in the course of action shall stand in their power. So they're gonna overcome it. They're gonna take it over the top, so to speak. They're gonna clash. They're gonna test their power.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
That's right, that's martial law. And they show you all throughout the movies, you know what I'm saying, martial law, multiple movies. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to go from Omaha to Council Bluffs, which is right across the river. But you're not gonna be able to do it. You ain't gonna be able to go from Omaha to Bellevue. You ain't gonna be able to go from Brooklyn to the Bronx, from New Jersey to Manhattan. You're not gonna be able to do that. Why? Because they want everybody in a certain spot, so that when they go house to house, they can sweep through a whole city in I think like 2 hours. I think they said. So it's not gonna take long. They showed you in Batman when they blew up the bridge. When the military cut off the bridge, so nobody can get up.
What he say? He's just doing his orders. He have a choice.
They just I forgot which place it was, but they was talking about in this article. I believe you can find on Press TV or Google News. You know, if you got a Mac or something like that, they got the little, tab. But long story short, they put a kill switch on all cell phones. They're talking about doing that, putting a kill switch on all cell phones. And basically shutting off your cell phones, because I forgot what the scripture says in particular. It says they should desire to talk to one another and not be able. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just like, since you mentioned it, like back in Libya, you know what I'm saying, or Egypt, I believe, when they had their little civil war, their uprising, a lot of it was being organized through Twitter.
Yeah.
And through Facebook. So they cut off the internet. They hit the kill switch to the internet so that they wouldn't be able to organize.
And that movie Red Dawn, that's how they broke them down. They broke them down. It was like basically they was trying to get communication. They were trying to get that phone, because if they get the phone, they can fight for call for help and communicate with each other. You know. The whole movie is about getting a damn phone.
Exactly.
Then, like you said, the Boston bombings. You know what I'm saying? They had martial law, cut off the city, don't leave your house. We going house to house searching. Say it don't take too much. What they say, you come outside, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get shot or you're gonna go to jail, you're not gonna go outside. Nobody wanna go to jail. Especially if it's times of war and they say don't go outside because, you know what I'm saying, there's a tank outside. You're not gonna go outside.
Really bad at it. I found it out. This is 2nd Esdras 16. Hey, where did it go? 2nd Esdras 16 and 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
Yep, that's getting on them telephones, you know. They got the kill switch to the internet, they got the kill switch to the telephone, all right? And you cut off communication, that, especially in these times, that cripples you, because shit, you don't have GPS no more, and people don't know how to get around like that, man.
Exactly.
You know, you know how it is. You hurting, you got to call your relative or call somebody for help, or you need some help with food, gas, or whatever. If you ain't got nobody to talk to, you on your own. You know what I'm saying? And shit, America's not built for a person that lasts on their own. You barely built to last with two people, you know, a mother and a father in a household. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, if you're a homosexual, whatever, it ain't built for you faggots either, you know?
They even gear you up, because I used to have a phone and I would know everybody's number in there just in case any water damage or whatever the case may be. And when you got certain phones nowadays, they don't even show the number when you call in a person, just show the name.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
I don't know nobody never knows.
I know Ock number, that's about it, because it's been the same forever. We already switched and I'd have probably had 10 numbers since y'all know me.
Yeah, but that
EMP can do that as well.
Yep, that's cars, phones, computers, all of that.
Yeah. That's what North Korea was threatening America with at a point in time. You know, they got the nuclear capability, but they also got the EMP too. Which, you know, and guess what? Red Dawn, that was North Korea. You know, and that happened before they got into it with North Korea. You know, that movie came out before that. You know, because Esau, they have it all set up and planned already. That shows how much they care about you Americans, is that they already have it set up for your ass to get bombed and get invaded. They're going to let you get invaded by another country. They're going to set up concentration camps to enslave you, all right? They got all these things set up. Act like it's for your safety. You know what I'm saying? You still going to believe it's for your safety until your head is on that guillotine. You still going to be thinking you dying for America and shit. You know?
I bleed red, white, and blue. Second Esdras 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
That's right. When all this happens, people gonna be scared, man. They ain't gonna There's never gonna be a time like this since the world began. It's gonna be the worst of the worst.
Like I said, you think you're dying for America? What they call it? American pride. That's what they call it. Said for that pride, you're gonna be troubled. Like we always say, that neighbor. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
That's right. Because in those times, you're going to get it how you live. If your neighbor got something and you ain't got it, you're going to take it. If I ain't got no food in my house and I know you got food in your house, guess what? It's about to be a war. I'm going over there and I'm on me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or some noodles, whatever it is you got. You got water, you got substance, you got supplies that I can use. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take it. That's the mindset of the man in that day.
You're gonna be forced. That's the mindset.
You ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah, you're gonna be forced to take. It ain't like you're gonna be able to go to, hey man, let me just get a little bit. Let me get one loaf. You got like 15 of them. But you gotta think, people when survival mode kick in, they don't see themselves as dying. So they gonna do what they gotta do to survive, man. That's why they have all of these movies with America still running after the nuclear war, or after something didn't happen, something real catastrophic didn't happen. They got people like, what's that movie? Book of Eli. You know what I'm saying? They had people have people running, different, trying to build it back up basically after the destruction had happened.
Just like in Contagion, saying he was in his house next to their neighbor, boom, 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 boom. I'm saying you see it light up. They got jacked.
Looked across the street, seen people over the street.
Like when they ran out of rations and shit, they ran out of food rations.
Oh,
So they said we out of rations.
Crazy.
Oh boy, the girl had a baby, and he just snatched that shit out of her hand like, man, fuck you. I gotta eat too.
Hey, well, let me finish the rest of it right here.
He called 911.
Oh yeah.
The number you have dialed.
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and the great tribulation.
That's right, because of the lack of bread, because they hungry, because they thirsty, because of great tribulation, because of all the stuff that's going on. The accumulation factor, you know what I'm saying, is going to have you bugged out, because not only is your country at war overseas, not only is there a race riot going on, not only is there no food nowhere, you know what I'm saying, all these things are going on at the same time. The government's on every corner, you know what I'm saying, trying to so-called police things. You can't leave the city, you can't go to the country, you know what I'm saying?
You say you can't go to where?
To the country.
Oh yeah, you can't go to another country, period.
No, to the, you know what I'm saying, outside the city.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, as far as I hate America,
Oh yeah.
It's too crazy over here. Let me get up out of here and go to France or something.
You think you in
gonna be
Florida, you think you gonna hop on a boat?
Yeah.
The Coast Guard gonna hunt you down.
So you can't do that now.
True.
You can't, unless you got an airplane, you can't fly in the air and go to Puerto Rico. You can't just hop on the boat and go to Hawaii. You're gonna get stopped. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you cross certain borders, you're gonna get stopped. But it's like he was saying, it's gonna happen within America, and people not really used to that.
There's too much going on for you to focus on. Okay, let me just try to figure out how I can get away from martial law. Dang, people running my house. It's gonna be too
Give
much.
me that Demos.
I was about to say it too. Amos chapter 5 verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
That's right. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. A lot of these Babylonian Christians, you know what I'm saying, oh, the Lord this, the Lord that, I can't wait till the Lord come back. But they don't really know what's going down. He's not coming back, you know what I'm saying, to play spades and Uno with you.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
That's right, it's darkness and not light. It's going to be scary. It's going to be fearful. It says it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power. That's definitely going to be right in front of your face at that time.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
That's right, you ran from the martial law, you know what I'm saying, and you get weak because of the famine.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
But damn, you just got caught up in the race riot. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have it attacking you on all sides, so you ain't going to have no defense. This is your only defense that you can have. If you're a Negro, Latino, Native American of the elect. And that's an important part. You have to be of the elect, because if you're not of the elect, you're just bound to drown anyways.
Should not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
That's right. When the Lord destroyed the world the first time, who lived? Noah and his family. Everyone else died. That was a real dark day in the history of the world. Probably, I would say, the darkest so far. Because everybody died. Except 8 people. So when this comes, of course it's going to be more dramatic because it's not just one big flood that's going to do it. It's going to be missiles, it's going to be martial law, it's going to be all these different devices, pestilence, and famines that's gonna take this rulership down. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real dramatic.
Get that in, I think it's John Matthews. It should never be a day like this in the past to now. You know what I'm talking about?
Water quality improvement, what's that mean?
They had to get it.
I mean, right now, this is daycare costs just to put a job. Now she's watching little girl, but no, I was gonna get back to
Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
That's right. It's gonna be a one-time deal. Never been anything like this. And then after it happens, there's never gonna have to be anything like that again. Why? Because we gonna be in our rulership, and we gonna have a righteous kingdom. So there's not gonna be any need for war. That's why it says that they're gonna turn their sword into plowshares.
Like the old saying goes, say the best for last. You know what I'm saying? So America's judgment is going to be that final great judgment, man. And then after that, like the brother said, the kingdom of heaven is coming. So, and that's going to be the kingdom of peace. And ain't going to be no wars and everything. So the Lord, he's going to take out all his anger on this judgment. That's why you're going to have our people that's going to get judged, the heathen is going to get judged, and the sons of the wicked is going to get judged especially, man. Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth. So that judgment must come.
Did you finish that now?
No.
Yes, I do.
Verse 20, behold, said the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves once against another and repay the things that they have done to them.
That's right. That's war. Everything's gonna pop off. You know what I'm saying? The kings of the earth all going at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the Lord comes back, you know what I'm saying, they try to fight against him.
Like as they do, Salakia, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord.
Because they put total hell, complete hell on us, and so the Lord's going to put complete hell on them.
Thus saith the Lord Most High, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them, that shed innocent blood upon earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
That's right. When the missiles hit America, man, there's going to be nothing left. It's going to be complete, barren desert, wasteland. You know what I'm saying? That's the judgment that's coming to America. For all this wickedness, for pushing all these doctrines, for all the wine that they didn't spread throughout the world. Man, there's nothing else that you could do with this place but destroy it. How would America stand in the kingdom of heaven? You can't have a kingdom of heaven with America still standing, operating like it was. You got the kingdom of heaven over here, and then right outside the gates, they doing drone attacks. And homosexuals is partying in the streets, having a gay day parade.
It'll be the kingdom of heaven and all around the pink city, man.
Right, kingdom of heaven, and then Sodom right outside the door.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord.
That's right, destruction to you niggas, man. If you sin, if you read it one more time.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord.
That's right. If you just out there being a wicked ass nigga, you just sinning, not keeping the commandments to your best abilities, not even trying, not even caring. It already said that the faithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the best thing that we can tell you. You know what I'm saying? that's what you want to do, that's how you want to keep living, just go ahead and live it up and, you know what I'm saying? Eat a missile.
I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
That's right, man. Just go ahead and just do what you want to do. You're going to be destroyed.
For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
That's right, because he know each and every spirit that he created. So he know if you a chosen spirit, if you a Edomite, he know if you a two-third Jake that's out here just doing any and everything that you want to do, you're gonna be judged for it.
This is Ecclesiastes 40 and 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners.
That's right, you're gonna get 7 times worse.
Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge.
That's right, we just read about all of that in the 2nd Esdras 15th chapter.
These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
For their sakes came the flood. You know what I'm saying? When everybody was destroyed. This is the second flood, so to speak. The second death. You know what I'm saying? So those things are created for this. You see, that's gonna be your downfall this time around.
2nd Esdras 15 and 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
That's right. So if it's meant for you to die in this destruction, there's nothing that you can do to get around it. You can't escape your judgment.
Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Oh, that's
No, that's cool. Did you have something?
Joel Chapter 2.
You read out of the Bible?
Huh?
You read out of the Bible?
Yeah.
So what do you like preaching on?
The downfall of America. When we read throughout the Bible, Jeremiah 28 and 8. We read in the Bible, before the Lord took down the kingdom or rulership, what did he do? Before the flood came, what was Noah doing?
Getting ready for it.
He was letting the people know, right?
Right.
Before Nineveh fell, he was letting the people
No,
know.
listen.
Before Babylon and everything.
Right.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Yep. So the prophets back then, that was before us, prophesied against many countries. Go ahead.
And against great kingdoms.
And against great kingdoms. Not America, a great kingdom, like Nineveh was, like Babylon was, like Egypt was. Go ahead.
Of war.
Of war, because it's going to be a third world war. This sign right here, this is going to happen. This is actually spoken of in the scriptures. It's going to be a nuclear war. That's why you got America sitting there trying to stop Iran, from getting nuclear capability. You got them in everybody's business trying to take over, spread their democracy all over the world. Because they pretty much want to make sure they stay on top, but it's not going to happen because it's prophesied it's going to fall. So,
And of evil.
and of evil, which means bad times. So it's going to come down to it. I don't know if you ever heard of the RFID chip, but eventually the economy is on a downfall.